first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down, Schmidt. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They toss to Mixon. Called out a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's going to field this at the 4. A spin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Fournette, a first down carry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Gone.
Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And Denver getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
first down. Schmidt. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Schmidt. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Off-play action. Schmidt. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Schmidt. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Schmidt, he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
No. Check. Patriot.
A handoff to Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
From the gun on third down, Schmidt. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17 yards. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 89 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over man right side is Sharp. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, here's Fournette. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now let's go.
He'll look to throw. He can run, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Denver getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Schmidt. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Past the 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Rashad Perriman as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A final shot before break. Schmidt. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
On 1st and 10, Schmidt. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Wide! Get wide! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Lucky 56! Gun! 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 Double dog, that's the way.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Schmidt. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Schmidt escaping the pressure right to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No, check, Patriot! Gun! Gun! Over!
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Leopard!
Throwing on first down. Schmidt finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
All right, now,
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw. Schmidt over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Looking to throw. Schmidt going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Uses the spin. And now running right through it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Leopard! Leopard! Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
On 1st down, Schmidt. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw again, Schmidt. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. 23 yards on the play.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, Schmidt. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Schmidt. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. 20. 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ohio!
They'll look to throw now on first down. The 20. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring.